Okay, YouTube. This is gonna be a bit different, but I got really sick and tired of trying to eloquently explain in a video why I'm not an atheist, and here Richard Dawkins, who's like my hero of atheism. He was the first guy I picked a book up on atheism. Had the courage to do it, and it still took me almost a week to read his book, which is unheard of. I read the Quran in 6 hours. It was just because I was so terrified what I read. But anyway, he says it so much better than I ever could as to why I'm not an atheist. So, we'll listen to Richard Dawkins for a few seconds here.
I think that religious upbringing is immensely powerful, and if it's hammered into you as a young child, it can be really quite difficult to get rid of in later life, especially if, when you were a child, you were told the devil will come and will try to persuade you of error, remain steadfast, don't listen. Sometimes they were even told things like, don't believe when people bring something they call evidence. Faith is more important than evidence. I mean, it's really a really appalling stranglehold that these archaic beliefs have on minds that have been warped since childhood. It's such a privilege to understand where we come from. A privilege that's granted to those of us who live.
So, I don't know what the hell's up with the halo this camera's shining on there, but whatever. If that doesn't explain it to you, I don't know what will. All the evidence and proof that I've gathered so far to disprove God, to disprove Jesus, is like trying to pile up pennies on one side, and you've already got 2 million pounds of guilt and the idea of hell and the idea of no family connections, no friend connections, gotta start all over. A very, very painful process every time you have to pick up every time that your mother or father calls you to ask how you're doing, you know, because mom is trying to put holy oil on your steps to cast out demons and stuff, you know. It's a nut world I live in, and to just completely walk away, I'm going to need overwhelming evidence. And a constant flurry of staying on YouTube and looking up information on the internet. I think it'll work, but we're talking about 17 years, if I'm being kind to myself, of indoctrination to a very high extent. And every time I get like an unbelievable fact, there's always that voice that says, oh, that's the devil, you know, and he wants you to go to hell, and all that stuff comes with it. So, you know, keep commenting, keep sending me information. It's very helpful. And one day, I hope to be free of a bondage religion. Okay. So there's Richard Dawkins. Bye, YouTube.